Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of Beer Bros. This week, Victor's back and he brought some pumpkin beers with him.
No.
So for our first beer of the week, coming from Rahr & Sons, from their Den of Sin series, their pumpkin beer. It kind of reminds me of Sam from that Halloween anthology that came out a while back.
Sam.
Yeah. Yeah, he was a character in it's one of my favorite Halloween movies.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about now. Yeah.
And it's been very hard for us to find pumpkin beers this year. I think a lot of people have the impression that pumpkin beer is like...
Basic.
It's like a pumpkin spice latte with extra cream. No, pumpkin beers are actually very foundational to the history of beer in America, in that the Pilgrims, when they came over, when they made beer, they made it with pumpkin, because pumpkin is a carbohydrate that has a lot of sugar in it that, what, like sugar? Yeast. What do you need for beer? Yeast. So the pumpkin made the yeast happy, and then the Pilgrims drank pumpkin beer. And if I understand correctly, this has actual pumpkin in it.
We learn something new every day.
There's nothing there. I don't know why you're looking.
Do that. The more you know.
We've done it. Anyway, it's a nice golden color with a slight head, slight effervescence.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you agree.
I was trying to get the light, but the pumpkin was in the way.
Oh yeah, blame the pumpkin.
It's a little effervescent.
Yeah.
The head wasn't very big, right? But
No.
it did kind of come up a little bit.
And we haven't been able to find a lot of information on this online. Rahr & Sons admits that they make such a beer, but they don't give out a whole lot of information about it. What was the ABV on it?
I think it was 7.8.
Yeah, that's about all we know.
Yeah, and I think when I popped it open, the first thing that hit my nose was the smell of alcohol.
Oh,
so
it's a boozy
7.8
beer.
is not as boozy as others we've had, but is not your average beer, so...
You know why it's that high?
Why?
Because the yeast eating the pumpkin.
There you go. So you want to smell it?
Yeah, I was looking at the more you know. Well, it's gone now. It smells kind of pumpkin-y.
Yeah.
I get maybe a slight hint of the spices that they use. They use cinnamon and nutmeg and ginger or whatever the other pumpkin spice is.
Nutmeg?
Nutmeg, yeah.
Yeah, I smell nutmeg. A little clove, a little cinnamon. A little, pumpkin spicy.
Yeah, I think a reason why pumpkin beers are so hard to find this year is because that 2 years ago or so we had Peak Pumpkin, where everybody was putting out pumpkin spice beers, which are basically the half latte macchiato with a twist of lemon and pumpkin spice. But this year, I think that led to an overabundance of pumpkin on the market, pumpkin spice things. And while pumpkin spice in itself is a kind of a a thing to go for when you've got too much of it.
A gimmick?
Yeah, a gimmick. It's when you got too much of it, it's just nobody wants to do it anymore. So
Over-gimmicked it.
As a result, Victor had to go to the big city to find the beer, because we ain't got nothing here. So with that, let's go ahead and give it a taste. Clinky drinky. Oh, that's very good. You can taste the real pumpkin and the spices going along with that.
It's sweet, malty.
Right.
It's like I guess malty is sweet sometimes, but I think they're like very distinct flavors. You get the sweetness and you get the maltiness.
Right.
Different, right? Did you get any other spice?
Oh yeah. The spice is there. It's a little bit strong, but it's not overwhelming, and it does complement and not overtake the flavor of the actual pumpkin in the beer and the maltiness.
I don't get a lot of the alcohol that I smelled when
Probably because you've got a
cracked
cold.
it open. Yeah.
So with that, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're watching on YouTube, be sure to ring that bell. And if you're watching on Facebook, be sure to share with all your friends. So until Wednesday, Beer Bros out.